Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for a very special and unexpected video. I did not expect to be making this, so I can tell you guys now that I already had an inkling that this was coming. I actually had already seen all of these champions, but it was only for like less than 30 seconds. So during when I was in Vancouver, I was in their like streaming room, and they were asking me a couple questions, and they showed me the Summoner's Choice list for 2025. Like seriously, like 10 seconds. They're like, "Who do you want?" And I'm like, "I don't know any of these people. Like, I don't know. Like, just put me on the spot." And it's a little hard to see here, but if we go ahead and jump to Twitter, I have it all pulled up here. Let me pull this up just like that. There we go. So we have here a ton of 8 champions. So we have Daredevil Elektra, we have Echo, Hellcat, the Shroud, Colleen Wing, Hunter's Moon, Mr. Knight, Power Man. So like, I don't even know if I had names. I think I did. Yeah, I think they showed me just like this image. But seriously, like, it was 10 seconds. They're like, "Who do you want?" I'm like, Daredevil Elektra. What is that? Tell me more. That's what I said. Because out of everything here, the first thing that caught my eye was Daredevil Elektra. Like looking at something for 10 seconds. You know, I'm like, huh? Daredevil Elektra? Like, I had never heard of this before. So I was very curious. But let's jump back in game for a second. Just read the mail. So, Summoner's Choice Champion Vote. Greetings, Summoners. Coming soon, you'll once again be tasked with choosing a new powerful champion to bring into the contest. This year, we are looking for champions who are skilled. So, guys, our next Summoner's Choice champ should be a skill champ. Skilled with a sword or down for a fist fight. 8 times champion candidates will be presented. Only one fierce and fantastic fighter shall be the Summoner's Choice champion of 2025. So, do your research. Campaign for your favorite on our forum and social channels, and check your in-game mail for announcements. Be sure to polish up your own team of champions, as this year's bonus ballots will be available via special solo objectives. So that's cool. Stay tuned, Summoner of the Choice is about to be yours. So we're going to talk about each one of these champs a little bit here. We'll save Daredevil Elektra for last. Let's start with Echo. So Echo here, she had her own show. I have not seen that. I haven't seen too much MCU stuff lately, to be perfectly honest. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine twice in theaters, which was incredible. But other than that, lately, I did see Hawkeye, so I saw her in that, but I don't know. She didn't seem like that cool of a character to me. She didn't seem like, oh, I need to have the champion in MCOC. You know, like that is not the vibe I got at all from seeing this character. Seeing Captain America wield Mjolnir in Avengers Endgame, that's what gave me that reaction. We need that dude in MCOC right freaking now. You know, seeing this chick in Hawkeye, not getting my vote. Out of everyone here, definitely not getting my vote. Hellcat looks cool. I feel like, was she in Jessica Jones? Was it Patty or something? What is her name? Trish Walker. Yeah, that was her. Trish. That was her. Jessica's blonde friend. Yeah. Patsy Walker. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this chick. This chick. Yes. Okay, I remember her. She was a bit of a weirdo. In the Jessica Jones show. Outside of that, I don't really know. Is she like related to Tigra? The costume looks pretty dope. Honestly, the comic book costume, I like it. So, I mean, it's a sick name too, Hellcat. Like, I don't know too much about the character. Let's see, what are her like powers? Can change her nails into sharp claws. She's able to summon a magic cloak with enchanted properties at will that she can use to sense mystical phenomenon or deflect mystical attacks. She uses retractable claws and grappling hooks on her wrist. Okay, doesn't sound like the craziest. Force field generation and psychic senses? Huh. Enhanced superhuman strength, enhanced agility, razor sharp fingernails, and enhanced vision to see in the dark. See, Hellcat would definitely prefer Hellcat over Echo, but I think there's better options. The Shroud. I have no idea who this dude is. Let's go find out. Okay, he looks pretty sick. He looks awesome. What the heck? Okay, who's that dude? This guy looks pretty cool. Alright, tell me more about him. What are Shroud's powers? Yes, so Shroud possesses the mystical ability to create an aperture into Dark Force dimension and to project the thick, inky, gas-like substance of the Dark Force dimension into Earth's dimension for his own use. This darkness is not simply the absence of light, but the negation of it. Huh. Wait, is this guy connected to Moon Knight? The Shroud, or Max, is a powerful Dark Force user tainted by the cult of Kali, who has a long career as a mentally unstable anti-hero, very similar to Moon Knight's journey. Okay, so he's like an anti-hero version of Moon Knight, kind of. Interesting. This would be, I feel like, some really cool visual effects. Like Prowler right now, like when he throws his special 2, you get like some cool purple effects. Like I could imagine this just being crazy. With this guy being like really dark effects. Damn, that looks crazy cool. He's like a blacked out Moon Knight kind of here. Looks pretty sick. Alright, this dude looks awesome. Like the prospect of that. Alright, Colleen Wing. I know who this is. She was in Iron Fist. Yeah, this chick here. And it's okay. I actually liked Iron Fist, contrary to most people. I didn't mind it too much. But again, like, I want Iron Fist to get buffed before we ever see Colleen Wing in game. Personally, like, how can you have Iron Fist be one of the most pathetic champs in game, and then introduce his sidekick, and his sidekick's gonna be better? Like that. We need the order of operations to work in order here. Like Iron Fist buff needs to come first. But she can focus her chi. But not superhuman feat of strength. So, like, yeah. Doesn't sound too exciting to me. Okay, then we have 3 champs left. So, let's talk about Power Man first. So, Power Man, I think it's this guy, Victor Alvarez. So, there's 2 Power Man. You know, Luke Cage is a Power Man, but this other guy, Victor Alvarez, is 2. Let's put Victor. So this guy, this is like the picture they use. So, I mean, we already have 1 Luke Cage in game. Do we really need another dude that's exactly like him power-wise? Or it might be different. I don't know. But out of all the champs here, I don't know. I think there's cooler options, especially these last 2, Hunter's Moon and Mr. Knight. These ones have really piqued my interest. Let's take a look at Hunter's Moon. So, Dr. Yeeha Bader. Hunter's Moon is the costume alter ego of Dr. Yeeha Bader, an Egyptian physician who was selected by Khonshu to become another avatar for his mission of vengeance on Earth after Moon Knight distanced himself from the ancient deity and his bloody cause. So he, I guess, like took up kind of the Moon Knight mantle. Let's see what this guy really looks like. Okay. Dude, there's so many Moon Knight adjacent characters in this vote. I feel like he has to win. But again, the Moon Knight that we have in game sucks. So, yeah. But this guy seems pretty cool. I like the costume, for sure. Yeah, he seems pretty cool. And then there's also Mr. Knight, who I didn't recognize at first, but then I did. I was like, oh, this guy. Yeah, I did see the Moon Knight show. I love the Moon Knight show, dude. It was awesome. Honestly, probably my favorite Disney Plus Marvel show. I think it was Moon Knight. It was really good. So yeah, Mr. Knight is like an alternate version, or an alternate mental person of Moon Knight. One of the voices in his head. One of his, I guess alter ego is the right term for it, yeah. So yeah, this guy seemed like what's the difference between Moon Knight and Mr. Knight? So Moon Knight is antisocial, barely tolerable, and brutally dangerous. at his worst moments. In contrast, Mr. Knight is affable to his coworkers, comforting to victims of crimes, and is overall a much more positive member of society. This guy sounds great, dude. He sounds like an absolute gentleman. So let's see here. Over his use as Moon Knight, Spectre exhibits periodic demonstrations of supernatural power such as enhanced strength during nights with full moons, prophetic visions and dreams, and the ability to drain another person's life energies through physical contact. Interesting. Moon Knight is for the most part an anti-hero, meaning that he might lack some of the typical hero attributes, but isn't filled either. That's Moon Knight, though. What about Mr. Knight? I don't know too much about Mr. Knight, but I remember, like, in the show, Moon Knight was, like, in big trouble, and then I think Mr. Knight, like, took over for him and just handled business. Like, bro just took over and handled business. I'm pretty sure it was this version of him. So this guy gets stuff done, you know. He looks so dapper with the suit and everything, dude. He would look sick in game. But I don't know, I feel like Shroud and Hunter's Moon look cooler, but Mr. Knight definitely looks dapper. So yeah, those are our Summoner's choices for 2025. But there's also Daredevil Elektra, so let's look her up a bit too. It's funny, just the Daredevil version of Electra is. But yeah, there's actual Electra is Daredevil now, so she takes up the mantle of Daredevil, and it sounds pretty sick. These are not the questions I want. Daredevil, or let's put Electra taking Daredevil's mantle. The Electra take over as Daredevil. After the former lawyer is arrested and put behind bars, Hell's Kitchen is still in need of a guardian devil. Electra assumes the mantle in his place, a mantle she still carries and shares with the original Daredevil to this day. Okay. But my question is, does she have, like, any powers? Or is she just Electra throwing on the suit, you know? Because Daredevil, he's blind, and he has echolocation and everything, like a bat, his radar. What does she have? He's shown her how to be a hero and shown me that I don't have to do this anymore to be in this cycle. I think Electra Daredevil might be my top pick, dude, because the Electra we have in-game sucks. Both the Daredevils that we have in-game sucks, which, you know, should be fixed. But selfishly, I want a good Daredevil, dude. I've always liked Daredevil. I remember I first saw him in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. There's a Spider-Man Daredevil crossover, and that's when I really started to like and appreciate the character, because, like, of his synergy with Spider-Man in that show. And then, you know, we got the Netflix Daredevil show, and the first 2 seasons of that were just peak MCU back in the day, dude, for television wise. And we've just never had a really good Daredevil in game. Technically, at one point, like, classic Daredevil wasn't that bad, you know, like, very, very early on. He was actually considered, you know, one of the better skill champions, mainly just because of his block. His block was really good. Blocking, 40% chance that a block is a perfect block, reducing all damage to 0. That was really good back in the day, to have a 40% chance to just perfect block. So, plus he had, you know, his evade, which I still want this Daredevil specifically to just get a crazy buff. I love this character model as well. This Daredevil, I want him to be one of the best skill champs in the game, dude. Honestly, I'd be so happy if this Daredevil just got the craziest buff ever. But Daredevil Elektra would be sick. So I'm still undecided. I would say my top 3 are Daredevil Elektra, Mr. Knight, and I think Shroud. I think those are my top 3 right now. Still very early on, very very early on. But that's what I'm thinking with all these options for Summoner's Choice 2025. Please, guys, let me know what you are all thinking in the comment section down below. Let me know who's your number 1. Who are you leaning? And yeah, once I figure out who I'm going to be rocking with fully, I'll start campaigning, if you will. Try to get as many of you guys to join me in that vote, and we'll try to get that champion to win. So yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think about every one of these champions in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the breakdown. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great, wonderful day. Peace.